Hey, what's up guys? Today we're going to be making this sword, just for fun. Just a fun little evening project to play with the kids, cosplay, whatever you have to do. So, let's get started.
So getting started on the sword here, we're going to cut this 2x6 down to about 46 inches is about how long I made mine. So we're going to cut that down here, put that piece away for later. Now we're going to rip this down to about 2.5 inches wide is how the width of the blade I made it. So you can make it whatever size you want. I liked mine 2.5 wide since it is made of wood. It is going to be a little bit heavier, but that will give you a nice nice solid width, and it'll make it nice and durable for actual practice use. So now we got the width done. Got to round off that, or square off that round edge there. So I have two nice square edges. Now we're going to rip this down. This could be a little bit dangerous, but if you're doing more than a thicker piece than what your table saw runs, but since mine can rip down a 3-inch piece, we're going to rip that down. So we're going to take some weight off that piece, get it to about 1-inch thickness. Now, making the handle, you want to make it about the length of your forearm, so you have enough room for both your hands and a little extra space there. So measure the length of your forearm from the edge of from the bottom of the piece, and then mark it off. And here, I'm going to take about a 1/2 inch off each side, so the handle is going to be about 1.5 inches wide by 1 inch thick. It feels nice and square, nice and round, good feeling, solid fit in your hand. So I'm gonna move over to the bandsaw here and gonna cut those excess pieces off. If you don't have a bandsaw, a jigsaw works just fine. I was struggling to use my bandsaw here without a fence, but took my time and got her done. There's one piece done. My bandsaw kept diving out of the cut. Another piece gone. Give it a good test feel. Feels good to me. So we're just going to add a little 45 degree bevel on each side, just to give it that kind of sword look and feel. I'll go off a little extra material. Now moving on, I'm just double checking my measurements here. 1 inch thick by 1.5 inches to make the crossguard. So I'm just going to take this piece here, cut it down to about 8 inches. 8-inch width seems pretty good for a crossguard, for this sword at least. I'm going to cut that piece off there. Make sure I like the width. Like it. So now we're going to draw out our crossguard here. I'm just going to go 45-degree angle on the ends, make it nice and simple. I'm going to cut it down to about 1 inch thick. So it's not too bulky. I'm just going to add the 45-degree cuts on the ends. So now I'm trying to find the middle where it'd be the best to fit it. So now I'm just going to measure in from each side, make sure I find the true middle, and I'm going to start drilling out and hogging out some material for the handle to go straight through the cross guard. So I wasn't too exact. This is just a practice sword to play with my kids, so I'm not building a piano, so it's just kind of a fun project to do on the side. So now I got my hole marked out where my handle's going to go through. I'm going to start drilling out some material here. This one drill bit is going to get most of it, but I'll have to go through with the jigsaw and get the rest. And here we are, getting the corners. A little bit of a tough angle to work at. Had to do it some freehand, couldn't get it quite with the clamps. Wasn't perfectly square, and I went a little bit bigger, but we'll fill that in with some glue and wood filler later. So now we got most of it done. We're going to use the file here to get it at just a little bit more square and round edge, or file off some of the bigger jagged edges that the jigsaw left. Make sure it fits nice and snug. Test fit, pretty darn close. Oh, there it goes. So, made it a little too big, but not too much. So, starting to see the sword come together here. Checking out the gaps. We'll fill those in later. So, what we're going to do here is I'm adding a layer of super glue on the bottom to kind of hold. It's like some caulking to hold in the wood glue that we're going to put in from the top. So this is just going to make sure it doesn't seep out the bottom. So while that super glue is drying, we're going to kind of shape the handle here. Still got some really square edges. We're going to round over them, make it nice, so it's nice and smooth and fits good in the hand. So just round over those rough corners as much as you see fit. Now that the super glue is dry, we're just going to fill those voids in with some wood glue. It's not only going to fill the voids, but make sure that that cross guard isn't moving and isn't going anywhere. Clean up some of the excess with a piece of scrap wood there. So while that's drying, we're going to just kind of sand down the rest of the project, make it nice and smooth so you're not getting any splinters or anything. Shape it a little bit more, shape those bevels a little bit, just clean it up. So here we're going to be making the pommel. Pommel is the little round piece on the end of the handle. It will help you stop your hand from slipping out. I'm just cutting this little 2-inch thick piece of scrap down to about a 2x2 square here. And then I'm just going to do some very light cuts. I'm going to shape it on the belt sander. Can't really see a whole lot of what I'm doing, but I'm just making some like 5-degree, very slight angles to give it a little bit of an angled shape. Kind of ended up looking like a trapezoid by the time I was done. So here I'm going to drill in about 1/4 of an inch to the pommel, as square as I can, which wasn't very, and then as square and straight as I can into that. It didn't turn out very straight, but like I said, this is just a fun project to play with my kids. Use the pole saw here real quick. Get a 1/4 inch dowel. Test fit. Didn't quite fit very well. Cut off a little bit more. Perfect fit. Since it wasn't perfectly square, I'm trying to find the best angle where it looks the most square. So, not too bad. So I'm going to add wood glue to the hole, all the surfaces here. Make sure it's nice and snug. So, you can see it's not perfectly square, but it's close enough. Put a little 3-pound weight there because I didn't know how else to clamp it. Let that sit for a while until it's dry. So now everything's dry a few hours later, or for a few minutes later. Kind of see the final shape here. Give it a good flourish. See how I like it? I like the way it's coming together. Do some practice flourishing. I dig it. Now we're just going to add the point to it. Once again, just quick 45-degree angles. Just make it look like a nice little point. Round it over, of course. Don't want to poke no eyes out. Eyeballing it wasn't working, so I had to make a reference line. I'm going to shape it just a little bit more. Round over the edges, so it's not so square and blunt, or not so square and pointy. Rounding over some of the sharper edges on the handles of the cross guard. Now we're gonna get ready to stain it. So after wiping it down, cleaning it off with a damp rag, we're moving on to some stain. So I'm gonna do some gray weathered stain for the blade part and the pommel part, and then some ebony black for the handle and cross guard. I should have stained them all before I put it all together, but I wasn't too terribly worried about it. And if you want to make a nice professional looking one, make sure you don't glue all your pieces together before you stain it. I tried some tape to separate the lines, but I got stain everywhere. Stain on my hands. You can see right here I get stain on the handle just because my hands were dirty from moving it around, so my tape was all in vain. But it's just a fun project. It'll come out. After letting that stain sit for a little bit, just wipe off all the excess. Shake the stain up a little bit. So we did black for the handle and then a nice dark brown mixed with some of the black for the crossguard. So ran out of filming there, but that's the finished project of what it looks like. So now it's all dried, do some practicing. Watching out for my baby. A little shop helper. So that's it. So thanks for watching.